This is Wontumi TV. Truth and integrity.
Mama nyina kwa ba Wontumi TV so enie na ebusia woni nenti a NPP elusu 2024 election yana anye bia wo any idea di nti a omulusu yana ususu se tax na omode toto nyoma so na ususu se katashe the corruption na ususu se ahantan na NPP mpanyimfo bi ewoma ye ka ye omonte akan kebi ena homaso ene ne mamulusu yana ana ususu se omampan na dodan kwakufa dwan mo no hombode wanye any improvement bia awo Ghana's economy a wode ba omi akoto ano eba development a wanya ade enu nti NPP elusu yana now yentu fa na yenko Wontumi TV kumase Oheneba morning show host na yi secret bi se enioma hihye sumase ensem wo ho a wo mo peti hu komo pa na the attendant say yes executives on modern NPP anu nyina say national say regional say your constituency say your district say local omunyina yenyum nyina afio. That is what is circulating. So yenyum nyina afio na wo mo reform NPP bi o na nya akono na say Wontumi be fi na so betu Wontumi say bebem say mbem Oheneba kire say the NDCC agwaso January 7, 2025 enseme be PMP munya seketwa wa ukai say edubo ahin so aka say MPP mu mechemium wakai odi ekuti Oheneba ene MPP phobia omo eba Wontumi TV so
position team no say they ya inaugurating enti umasha say nano nran mampani ekan wakase aban adwuma ni bia aban ema wo car oka ekra no official vehicle okra no say oye minister deputy minister oye CU deputy CU anaze bia oye board member be na aban car e won say na no wada aban sesa ye eba ya ye ni anka say ye tire krata say umu aban car akodi omu no ye retrieve nyina mekai pa John Dumelo de ehun be ye nsem bebrebe buburija e okruma no we ote wa entwen emma ye mfra wo se fa o car bra so we minister so ye deputy minister so wa baba mu mfie nwotwe ana se mfie na impo ye free win 2020 ebesi nei ana wunya dibre so we CEO we board member we deputy CEO we minister deputy minister na Wontumi amobra antoka na wo so no wo duebo na Wontumi pa anya adwuma antoka na aban ka wode ma wo no eno na wo yusu enti na chinjira atwan obezo otraka animu a ene ndizim na ndene maba we hia no mo yire no mo je kana wo mu dige enti nra eni aba ko a owo mampani atena ye ni teku me hunsa ono anu Facebook wo wa be postu e honom e de ka no akọ na krata acting director transport Jubilees Etrema no say indeed or the car number on so receive no or the krata na car no be postu car na anga sakra to fame say ono no odne de ekọ asembia ni echi into ono sa no una so te car mu a ono ane car waba no bra ato onti ase a obisa say car na krata ewe oyima wa asembia de echi minim say we no mranje ne mabawa bi omu ndis ne be sheda ni pabonesam na edia obi kwa atene ka mu uko no omagina no ka ne bipa we ya aban dia na say nya aban dia na enso so no we ya aban adwuma eni we ya appointee of this government as 7th January 2025 eba na wieye na aban ka na wutim aban fie na wutim aban japade bi ewo honom a entwen me ma ya okaakai entwen me ma yo hehe entwen enya asem ema wo ho a cheka no foko faka no eko aban fie na wutim a odi eko kabusa bre se bia mama me bre na watwe mienu miyiminiema e de akọ na wayi niema asumdwem sa aban pen kra na wo ho anafu ekra na sa aban kra na toma wo a se wo ho se obetuma tuaka na aban na eba na beja atuma fine aban na we kwambo de enko nyasem eno anse wakoda ne ato so efo na ayusu so wo chebo na ofisa aban ena ma hunya ya mumu bia mude muhu bibia wo bo hono eya aban ena ma munya ye na so party for party maba mu na so a na mu mfi wo mu mude bodwa ne ahantai wo mu so no mubrenie ade bia ekura wo ade bia wo yuso eye ka efi a wotim ba bia wo office a wo yusu ya aban ene tua kadema wo amepa chaw engevri na nkosi 7 January mampani John Dramani Mahama enso afremu nsai se obeshere jumedi ase mampani no na di akwadane e de ato se oman Ghana me sommo no na mode ade we hye mensa moma ameka moma me fie tenemu moma me wei eno anu di na akwadane ato na nsa nkofa pinche ni ho ha ni woyo sembia ama yede ma o se oya aban adwuma eni enti ena oye aban eyusu aban japade no mumu bi ohono mu a ebia na oye minister na oye CEO uyusu ka no ye reshuffle anase eyi wadi no anase eji odi bre free usem no oda na ka no to sa pa no kwampo na ye wa wankasa wa ban ena ewo so a uye minister ye reshuffle no ministry ko de ma no wa amfa nko na uja no honum aban sesa ya ba die emohu musuo krampo ena NDC formula ntene maba omo so no enye so obi de ne ka kwa ne fa so no ya aban adwuma ye ni enti na modi mi ka kodi na chi se ka na ban dia enti eno ade eno 45 minutes after 8 enche Dr. Solomon Kwatin Fuku eba abetrase Ralph Osewusu ebetrase Razak Abubakar ebetrase na chemauma ensusu etumi ba waba abekan ho na yatenase abonkomo afi Ghana for so no munsusu enfamadwene eni ensemo a enenam social media so ebiye Facebook ebiye WhatsApp platforms Instagram na Twitter X honom no yes party for me betumi aka de omususu se wo mu party e ba abam no emra meye but bi kwampo a na nya aban no position ene mate se obisi omanya majority mrashebejefie enti the 4-year term for a government no wo mu ebe yenhye no ma increase no e dia ko 6 years na John Dramani Mahama etwa 6 years ebinim so krambozi obi ana mampani kwa akomrashebejefie no akoka se 8 years ye de mawa udi wi a wontumi mabio no eye continuous 8 years enti odike twa 4 ene okofie ene wo saba enti obetima asa ato aso enya mfie nwoche ebinim so krambozi ebi kwampa na wasisa constitution no ebetima ba se nipa bia wandis mu na yesusu saade no ebinim wa say yes indeed abndc for 24 atena say abosa apon nemom munsusu mfamadwini eni niema ekoso social media na WhatsApp yesi voice note to be near the day na dodo na no munyai ema banbofo no mejiri said the national security the Ghana police service no ne omu a eyo masede so moti sansem na omu etu ho na mo no ensusu ebetu ho na mo if indeed they want to be as professional as Ghanaians are expecting them to be omu ebetu ho na mo na abanse side abamfo no eni mani bi ade ensem ne be ho ha sa nemom minim se by 7 January ekonom na John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for mu be ya appoint nobody kwampo be ko amamu no na sa anema sabe basa ni ho ha na nipa bi no omadwene kwampo ayeden efi sane man de aka mu a omde mrahye wonsem na ye Ghana gas na ye Ghana port na ye high for hinkosia na metese say jonkuma shop bi ewo ejuso mrante bi akwa breaking up omu epese omura ho ni nyina no menim se mperifo ebedi ho nkomo no mo hunu kwa ombefa so a omu ebekura no especially enra the general secretary of the party so address a press no nsentwe for edi enkomo na otonkra menim se enra the Ghana Police Service and so MET the civil society organizations and so empenifo mo so ene police for edin komo yes nipa ba komi enu bia omo edem rahye omo nsem eye de omo pe no modikan actually bi modi omo ebe farmer kwa mbubusa wonsem bi dodo na asoso no NTB enkoso and so edie eho ntino all of these things will come to play abanse saye abana afei na amanyuko mienu de otiaba mu so ene de oba ba mu no enso esin kunya enu komba for so be streaming na mana afei no the transition committee no enso so once it is inaugurated no masha say ayo madwuma no ni nyina but I think mentioning maba one de identify the opportunities so na mohwe na munyusu ni yie enti Dr. Solomon Kwatin Foku eba radaka bubaka omu enyen ha good enche bia ombe restudio ha na ya hyase edi enkomo the NPP party madodo na so eka no eye enhyehyɛ ya party mperifo ebesi nkonya no maye minim se na me aduma Saturday the Ashanti regional chapter that's the Ashanti region NPP regional council meeting ɛhɔ no omuhia omu ebedi nkomo bebrebe the direction of the party in the region ekwan a party fo nyina MPs omu ho mprempren omu time no ebebere wieye 7 January omu a yato abamo mu a omu twen 7 January se omu yebeso omu in no ma be mrahye bedwafo party mpanifo MMDCs regional executives constituency executives ensusu ebehia na afi omu de di omu ho nkomo ebia omonya ntiase de siye no titru asantemantam hanom de and the way forward omu ebedi san komono enyina enti asantemantam kwampo de ye betwen na after nyame adoma Saturday regional council meeting no penifo ebebo amane de ekoso a anase de omu peso mu ya na yensoso ne fa bi yebetimi enemo bedi hu nkomo ewa akasafidi so no eno so yaba abesi ehu ankonya adi ehu nkomo se de akone de aye blame game na Dr. Bami aka se yenya blame game but ye jaye yi if you say omanfo bi ohonum a ebufu a ehye wo mo so ene je se de asem esi ye o mahino ebinim o twere Facebook WhatsApp platform so na ebinim so ye voice note e de beto so na ebinim so no book of pimakutia ni ade sa abai ebobodi obi kwambo say from national executives region constituency polling station obia enko na afo from ra. But I've also been asking myself, if we do that wholesale racial for an answer tsunami in Asia, the new hands are bar. Ebia, Omonteki are party leadership how would they be able to manage such a very critical situation and as a difficult situation you woman because I walk kind of idea na ebia obia wire party executive HM ene yeto aba wolusu a otifie bia mo no so mabiu anase omu a omu ha omu lusu de betima akofo maba na omu woni e pam omu nyina na will that work out anase say bia say greater Accra na edi nkugu a no ode a na say regional executive na obi anko a de obon ho moden so a ehwo dance die one party ma ekwampo gitum so no so bon ho moden no ono so onko anase yenye ne den. And then the discussion and as the conversation of a quiet fasu eya candidates mu omoto aba eyi no MPs your presidential candidate regional executives national executives constituency executives ni na no polling station for N2B na edu MP no e de no so a any identified card bearing member of a good standing and so enko to bia na san komoi ana nipa bi ahyase edia eno nso so no menuanom emperife ba ebeka me ho ne etenase a ye bekoso na yedi ehon komo party manum ade ba ko a ewose mo hye no nso no se aba ne sei no enkofo be hye da ha mani abo amanfo kwadu a eni nyina so we nya sika sei we ye kofa ya ma we ka ya ma we moto ya ma we ye ya ma we ebi be no kre ebi mu nya no kre ntino mesrem ada party manum mo nso so enya asemu bia mo bete na ya odie ni areho a mo wo mu ntino mo be fa agye atum se no kre na motu edi akire enya saa na eye no na emom wo mu nso so a was here such a car, some chomo, almost so, yeah, back, cabia chomo, pa. Don't talk about quarting for quarters, was the kiki. I'm an onion, my maybe a year, and a moment of cool position.
Come in here, you once.
Oh, anyway, Dog, Marche,
but just a minute.
Now, pum to say,
Oh, I don't.
Young coupon.
I don't. Life goes on.
Life must and shall go on.
Life goes
But I be bringing to young coupon, you be the assassin. So,
on the minute, you knew
yeah, the year among your some of the uncle. Near be brebe.
It's true.
Be brebe.
It's true.
I think after Saturday in Shy.
That you.
In Shy. Good.
Just a minute, Friday.
Friday and at Saturday and
Saturday and Papa.
Ha! What else you say?
I'm a child. I'm in chatty for
Me Joshua.
I'm in chatty for me. Tears, is the will of the people that has happened. It's the will of the people. Sometimes you can't change the will of the people. So it's a bitter lesson, very, very bitter lesson. Most of this year, most of them were avoidable. Most of them were avoidable, but anyway, here we are. Yentimi avoiding the money abanesia. We have to accept it. Is it in good faith or in bad faith? But we have to accept it and then we push on. But there are a lot to say. There are a lot. Because getting to the latter part, now it was dawning on us. Say, whenever attendance, that part, the hole was so big. It was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Actually, as I hear him more, it was getting bigger and bigger. But if you ask me to do post-mortem, I will do. And then we all learn something out of that. Reverend, now here.
How do you understand it?
Whatever. For say, oh, be brave. Oh, 6.5 million. What the man Ralph in the first Ralph Junior and a brown like 6.5 million. What the man another group someone for another 8 years and I say 4 years now. Whatever, what are you expecting?
Yeah, a man and a man. Na omawo ne bia beka ho nkwara no mba woman ebi bewu ebi beyira kofo so deliberately bewia bi enso e dey ebi beka ama the number wo di ja obi no enye saa ebekwa nim
it is a
obo ho ban hwe so yedi a
ese nwan bika na at least 6 point anya hwe kra 6.5 ne dey
obeto ari
ese onyo ade because be we crowd na se oba ne se enwan no 6.5 million if you 9 uko make buy ubehwe onwan ya buy abeka 4.3 like 4 point something who are you going to blame ube blame who me usa
o say
enwan no o the 6 million 6.5 in a month kiki eno di adwuma ahweso and how man number bi eno ahweso 2020 eno be ya contract was enwana ka 6.5 and now the ama rap say rap ahweso another 4 years 4 years ne so 2024 no rap bu contract was enwana now man 6.5 no abeka 4.6 or 4.5
so wa ahweso ji ti wo beji wunwan kakra na aka no men pese obebubu be afidie so anope yemi asem no so ni nkomo
asem na making say ni yewo party chairman national penini eni yewo ni secretary ena ombeso party mu ofoforo beso mu ombeso party mu na nwan anase na NPP ni vote na enya kura na nye kura na manfo sunye no it was 6.5 million muso mu de be koy ni mu nti obi abedi a kire de be koy ni be koy ni mu Oheneba mo de akoy ni mu akwa kudura ama 6.5 no nya ni nyina wu dodo na wu amana ba beka 4.5 anase we ya even not do need to. So we have to blame them first. So the national executives no first omo me amunwa na de mo no ban amfa bia meka ho kakra na omu no so mo nyina wu adwane akọ ahwete ayira akogu ba bi foforo aye hu omo. So the first thing you have to talk about is the national executives adwuma na de ma omo no omo antimi anye ni ye period. Because I must start on a very high note, but it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Say, Yana de Maomono, a Huaka ka home. Say, Huaka de Cajon, Moncantres and the Huaka de Cajon. But remaining silent, say, Huak the NHS, Huaka de Cajon, and Adukoya, and Odomaku Stranoso, and Omina Janako baby. O man could be dim. Tomojane from chain, meaning that you are not a good shepherd. They were not a good shepherd. And as I can't win home now because economy no tina man for one to you were part, most of them Reverend Sir General Secretary Omunko Yinibi, you said because cabinet.
Yeah, you do. It does.
Decision be on take only clause next on to me and to make voice head. Say a month for complain also complaining, then there's a problem.
Is it not too early?
No. That's that. But the me the surface of it too. Ye yen quad in the munko ye say we you. But when I'm the adni ja me buy na swat be breed to na me nka bio. To the share economy, we say decisions be on make tax bet no one no we na be say. Fa say but how more can say animal so. You were part of it now can who be there na kan because we don't being there in the interest of the party in Tina and yet the interest of the majority of Ghanaians and Quentin of the interest of the party. It's any decision will make it be it go contrary to what you think will affect the growth and that will affect the running of the party. So when to me and yes and yemano answer to there be this is where they make here FDN so we party ni nwana de ma me nwana nyina ahwete mintimi nhwe nwana so one can bonten anye dia ye fa say now feel say na you good, so you made a bad decision, you accepted them or you supported them in making bad decisions, and bad decisions and affecting the growth or the performance of the political party. Then you turn to yourself and say you are a leader. So who are you going to blame? That's the first point. As a Ghana for an NPP 40 years and say and they were bad leaders. They were bad leaders. They were very, very bad leaders. So far as this particular election here concerned, and son we are called the deep, the root of it. So they should accept say because latter part who complain the marketing that penny pounds who complaining. What does it tell you? Who bokofi Obagela and Hofefe or no complaining in the fear crowd, the hanya crowd, the crowd now so has your complaining. Also, you are the head of the family. Until no one complains to you. It means that one can why you are not able to handle the house well. I can't say Miss Catadi in at it was my grandmother and the call you Macron's at it. Yes, also 10 or confine a year, 3rd year. Wasn't a tidy at it. Adriana midi crying. Daddy, her dear mentality need be also see her miss me the medical radio cry and your crowd. Adriana cry me need be the whole complaining who's supposed to be the head. So me when I heard them, some of them complaining so much, bitterly say, "What do cry you moon? Then some more can budget in funny ho and away in your way and conform can say no. And when anytime you see the party, no machinery in your juma about election when we be na juma so maybe there's something wrong somewhere. And no one to me and kind of cranch in the town for and I say NPP for and I'm a how you know, but I'm paying the better to near move forward for that one is there. But the bigger picture is the leadership should come and tell us, oh man, you may apologize. They say, come and apologize and can't. Oh, be pamucho, maybe woman, if she near me, and ye near pamucho. Oh, pacho, this will be at as why mistake. There will be pacho, but I don't know. The candy until went to me and Yanagana for and I send people for whom we know the bechawa, no more the achawa, then period. Master. Oheneba no kura no wan kan no kura no am kan adini nyan se kira nkire ni yan kan mu ye ense no be wo sa akwa akusiu so decision bi o ha aban ni take decision bi o ha yes economically it makes a lot of sense but politically it doesn't make sense. Makaki was anytime you are making a decision as a leader, so far as governance is concerned, so far as a free political party are concerned, check the two things in first and then work in between. You make decisions via economically. Anytime you make decisions based on economic prudence and mind you, say you are sacrificing something so far as your political fortunes are concerned. So it can happen. Say you economics and politics, a book be but you thought along. Nimie no now o mak onan o ba no ba said the beya o bit maintain yes abo no tonkom na de bonso nkom sa na ye no ba o ka say me de me fa ho we na me ya na bebo am economy yi na ye yi na so anto abakura me fa ho na se form no. As soon as you hear people making such mistakes, making such comments, you know, now you are sacrificing your political party for other things, which to me, no, it wasn't the best. You're mama kabim rebi also say me tuankora ni fees nkwana allowance nkwana is me lose kura me phone. When you heard signing manema we no ba, then you know say there's something wrong somewhere. If what ho na manson kwanta area manso dubia area 2020 we nearly lost all the two constituencies in all because of they are complaining about their bad roads. Complain about their bad roads, their bad roads. Oma complaining at and you ignore it totally. Say you are developing baby who here naturally no what the day munya butre menam ye longest serving one minimum kasa munya butre the people are saying say omo kwan nye mo anya mo beto atia mo previously ko mo to atia mo ubu say champon chairman mafia o adubia he nearly lost. Down Casadeni Nimanema no Mutimi survivors are we say, and then the same mistakes were repeated. Manson Quanta complaining everywhere, so rose yet, and twice I hope for the some rose yet. They need something, and then they've been complaining about this things. Solving side they are not doing too much. Eh, Ebeka be 1 month. Minute mam we kasai. Honorable Mr. Obuasi East. Was it quite to one you be a doctor? Someone may have ye peace ni be lusuna. After education, the director, no frost, dear calling ye. Obobianti maybe be a hokakra mom. Yet to haunt. I dare them because I avoid about I dare bet me. Be a yet, then Nam Hosa, I'm Obuasi East. Less than 200 votes. You lost the seat. You understand it? You know, some of this were glaring. To be they didn't you know how could do baby a master. They didn't mean so we be. It's not about among for say NPP for a moment they robo communicators, they work so hard under harsh conditions, most of them under very harsh conditions. Communicator best sorry you call radio stations about 4 or 5 a day, 3, 4 or 5 a day. Ne starting when you be 500 Ghana cedis the whole month, but radio stations or come 4 a day. Obi kwa NDC ni or no communicator no man left Edna Befi. They worked under very hard conditions and they never complained. They worked so hard. I'm not speaking for them, but I mean they work very, very hard. Me and me be a mommy 1 Ghana city for anywhere. I even spent so much. But everywhere I was going, everywhere. Me baha me kobe bia going to the field on my own resources. That is fine because I do my work. I don't complain. But what about the young guys now? They don't do anything. They worked under very hard conditions and they were able to project the party very, very well. To be intimate complaints, the communication, break it down. Decisions we are taking the top there. Party general secretary in penny for more money me and say no take his decisions. They were clear. You do your secretary now so be cabinet no take decisions. We now feel more party no antimi anka so can hear the anti. No want me resist. Sa tax betting tax no say no the bear muna can was and need to boot the mutwe mu me dey na magane fuska. Betting tax na buy na you to now bo muka wabo muka mo mako free SHS na se for na bebre o mu wi o mu tifi o binom se betting sport betting no mo ye na the tax kakra ko to so any roto no if you ni me dey na kemeska kese. Well, rather a lot to say. A lot, there are plenty to say. But me I always think say it will be I say the power calm down. But I don't want to blame so much, but the enye me the new number show sana if you na wa hwesa me nwan nyina say wudi a master okay nwan ho bi enkra o ka ti odua de kwesa ka oduane
secretary ni jusu eburu amina dum boko na wo so etenya ko ponse enchia Ghana fo se o ma me ma mo ho fe no me kushia bako wo abinchi hono that's Eugene
no hu malo so
bana me hu bako me pacho me ni fi me hu ne be na
range na
hu Eugene me hu say Ralph ma me ma mo ho fe
mano range
me mano ho wa
dog
mano aka mo gude
o mo range
kaso mu na to say Ralph yeah, starting come on from your backyard. Yeah.
Dr. Mamu Bawumia, Air President. Now, Frankie Abuanso, Member of Parliament. Unfortunately, they declined to me. But that notwithstanding, I come over there for a to Obama Frankie. And the next Parliament, Frankie Abuan, a Member of Parliament for Akman Obeja. You better be asked. Painful baby said, when you're my figure,
yeah, you could say,
Auntie, a chair, and as I will go. But yes, you know, I didn't say, yes, we are near Mammy Bree when moving before. Say, committee be better and ask your best at your committee. Any I want to cry, yes, we are near Mammy Bree. Now be care na me baha me kase problems are na ye hu ani e ka ho ase mamma the unfortunate
inquisi
asani abesete committee bi say ye mehwe die nti a sani e mai ba because ye ba no na niema na esisi a ye ba ha ba ye ka ho ase but ya tena ho ma. Unfortunately,
Ralph, the microphone we bear on that use when I think say, opposition the okwa now microphone in our crash I say.
Ya tena ho ama yenia maniema bi ne niema nkitinkiti bi akwabna we could have done away with. Ya tena ho ama baby a ediabe we as a political party. Doc, and I'm Tiffy, no, I'm sorry, I do about when I'm a dream when I say it's a political party and a day a Bible. But say, party ne they are buying a berry. Now you cheap party no free.
Governance one.
A buying whom the effect is very, very great. And negative effect be a sad year, no. And I hear who soon as well. Dog, to be honest with you, I saw that there was no leadership, party leadership. Because you see, and here may be one more a course. Now, if really, Sanka party ni jinane now so said there was a year now, they should have called on governance to, and our government to do certain things. But party leadership, party ne wabayano, kept quiet. Now some few people are who will tell you a bit more catch will say, yeah, the party will hold, party ni hold. We are okay. To be honest with you, before party ni ekwa no, we knew such individuals. But whenever they were making decisions, and here caution almost say, such decision where I'm taking no effect on the party and your future and fortunes. Ever hard, you know. They come out boldly and tell you, party no who, party ni who, we're still okay. And Kwabena no na edidima abedu satam. There's a lot to be said. The actions and inactions of some of our appointees. I say we shouldn't blame anyone, but to be honest with you, say baby at the end done one found two a be frato. So there are some people Kwabena, we will tell them this your action and your inaction cost us. I'm like, to be honest with you, directly when the party comes to power, directly they don't get anything. But a whole farmer any akuma the party meeting. It's any opportunity. Any privilege be because the party has brought the government. Now, your actions and inactions, I mean, where we say, you have been umpa. You have been umpa, to be honest with you. Because not Ghana for any da, yes, so. I've always said this. I did be on more for political expediency. And this will never think about Ghana. They will just do it. Kwabena, haircut I can't want some say it got to a time now. We have to suspend payment of amount for beyond domestic because we wanted to manage the economy. Kwabena, I call see a power. I tell you, and this year, can they will go on and pay and the economy collapse? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But yeah, drain that Ghana and that the management of the economy. They postpone it. Then we face the brunt of the people. And not necessarily. Kwabena, menka se sebio obi a party ni na otu kwan kwotena bruchi a on fatasi e man post Kwabena sa be ba ban mu bi but yen hwe kwan a ye ma appointment yen hwe ni bi mu. People have to understand the system that we are in. Na sa wo call bi office na mo tuo bi a wo tu who say and I'm through one here a bit high as a political party. No, catch it all say Mimi institution has said there and your partisan politics near no was forgotten say what the hope because there was a political party that fought for power and no better now. I said, NPP na me baha me can't say me say the Ghanaian voter is becoming more enlightened and more enlightened. Yes, we are introducing free SHS. Into the maybe none of my main tiasian. And then the banut me go buano more tiasian. Ti never be one more. Na information never be one man first no. You fire who dino. Now, oh yeah, you have to be very, very skeptical about it. Because eventually people will use it against you. By analysis, a course we election. Kwamna John Mahama say no nyaka I think 115,000 or so.
No, 127,000.
27,000.
When you be
and na ye mum ya die mum sote. But the attribution is that and it's a fact. So about me polling station area near the Amami Ameshreso. Bakuna there were 3 polling stations. A 1A only 450. B no 410. And a C near 675 or so. Kwabena A na 450 no. Enipa 97 never to
97.
We officer me fro bear 3 say I called you. Can I tell people to go on air and tell them say they have to come and vote?
I'm taking this for 2 years ago.
Baby 410. Enipa 105. Now baby 600 no. A home na 300 a better way. And Kwabena, you see? You were no ma ye cast or house to house and co film. There were some of them, and yes, or more pure, more them. They knock, oh, yeba. Ye two a benny and Kwabombe Gina, or me a kanye. They decided not to come and vote. I can't say. Young cassette party no. Jaye bibiari. Even Nana Akufo-Addo, he admits, say, you really bibia. But to be honest, if you, even though the party and so any government functionaries, a yeniyama bia, nenka given a second chance no, can you see ye? But I'm a dream saying Ghana for so Kwabena. Ebe she die ye de Ghana abedu nei ye de o musika na ye abo ne komaka say oh yes am ma omo another opportunity me crop amete. What was the problem? The problem is here kwan am for say no ye beto ababia on be so kwan ne ho. Hey, we so almost ye beto abentra. Kwabena a man to elections near real kwan no. Near real kwan. Inti jani ani etie kopon. Ani e super ye kwan. So kwabena ye real kwan ne dia na die bio. Eti kwabena you see ani man na hwe agwawie. You cannot turn the hand of the clock. At a due time, be a Kwabena. So, chow catch them at Tuya. Now we Nambia. Say a jitum, say yang NPP no. Yang a dia. Then Kwabena do time, we should be able to forgive. and make sure the party survives. Yet how many times in I can say when NDC come to power, you know no more voter region, they don't even see anything. But same cannot be said of Ashanti region. Even though you are near BBA radio, but you cannot say same. It's Ashanti region, NPP Bapawa. Yenya Ashanti region free. You radio, but to be honest with you, we've gotten our fair share. It is almost before say. Me who interchange trade e wa Accra me who bi Okumasi eti yanko oppositioner, then you have not been fair. Very honest with you. Then I mean, no one fair to us. Because to be honest with you, we discussed this thing and I'm saying, what is the effect of interchange? I was swami. Interchange one Raga Junction. Now me cry from IPT to a Kopon. I say, what is the effect on me? It is like I say, let's tackle auxiliary roads. Now we are. Yabeshe the akana. Now say obi de srew. Say there be amu de motoma. Now the other srew no what busan in the region. What has been the impact of party now? On the actually no. And we told our people their best option or the aim of the NDC was to create disaffection for the party. But now we signed this caution that Ombeka Siento, Eya Danda, Domu be fair Chirakoto. And yet the Sabufuno at the actually, was it 2 days ago I was at Posego Lane. Woman na me to ade won ho. She confessed also want to. He didn't come because I didn't want to. So one kro nimu obi aso want to nti no so yes want to but omo bubo wie no say no, you cannot change it. Obi aso want to obi anu ye hwan. Ye bu afunti abaning co position maka NPP or power. You see a buofu into a binding co-position. A co-positioner, Janian yin to bois, as I did buying a party in the barber. And we saw it in 2016. After the say, I was the idea buying a benty, yet the idea be by adopt a polling station, Janian ye ska, a triaska to adopt polling station to make sure, say, you be winning election. Bani to Tony Amana Sabio, ye really cry. It would me the who bufu. I can't say Sadia in go position. And it Miss Semo, minimum say people are calling for reforms. There's a lot of ideas being channeled out. I do 10 being swag. You see. Some of us are too hypocritical.
Ungrateful too.
Some of us. Some of us, we were in the thing and we knew, say, a dear way, anyway, about cause your doom. We supervised them. We kept quiet. And then the dear Bedru has it. All of a sudden, party niyan saying na omo na wo mutiri mo betima kire. You supervise this meyako opposition. And after the omo ne betima kire problem party no problems nyina ye ne betima kire and they are jumping from one station to the another.
Some person may explain problem.
Masa. So if you had all this strength, where were you when we had 2 months, 3 months to the election? if you had all the strength. I'm not your men, some may break count. But one here, I'm here and so I come one. Now you utter in the near man, and it's all water. I believe say it's a lesson to us, but it's a bitter lesson. Bitter lesson. When I go to town, I'm a share the demeanor of a nipa and wukum. You can feel it, say, in Kugone DN, it has really affected people.
People, ben, omo man go trouble.
Obia. Obi huwa. Around the countenance, cry. Shoes. Na ye kuye nimno. Political party there. A few political parties may stay in power forever. And no cry no just omoye and never to perpetuate themselves. But kwabra aya me entwen emi enfeli ansa asa ne hu se sa de we ki aye ni ye a ki anko position me busa me ho se due diligence be pa na ye kom na appointment of security agencies and certain individuals. Due diligence, baby. Is it because we are friends?
Due diligence, na jeno ane say our classmate bi ana say
ene dia be
wadanfo bi
eno na dia be
business partner bi bend the appointing authorities.
Eno na dia be we ne. And ye kuye nim as a political party. Yɛnyina yɛmbra together na obi adwenkyere bia no yɛnsa mfamra yɛngyae sɛ yɛkyerɛ yɛ adwen ɛkyerɛ ɔmo san apɛde asereɛ no na yɛnhwɛ how best a yɛbɛtumi reorganize bi mu na kwabena se nyame boa na ode dum ye bi mu a yansan totonas. Because to be honest with you, we just gave power, we just gave it out. The last time we visited the vice president was it kwabena close to 55
constituencies. We lost by
less than
1,000
votes.
Parliamentary.
That means say yetimi sisi eniama ye kakra bia in the next elections.
When you look at the three constituencies,
because you see, the no the exchange in say, hey, you can do your analysis or whatever. A NPP for now kwanko twaba. NPP for now kwanko twaba. This is yetimi sisi eniama ya. I think the next election party for be Pia Kotwaba. Na Edison so fufro ebeba. Kwabena, you see, and me share social media na me share comment koso around say 3 days na me ntimi so TV. I mean TV. Then me share kakra was a man fashion as create excuses. Create host. Said ebe o mehuru afem. Kwabena na yo. Adwuma na ya in 8 years. Yes, I be ya the next 4 years. The important questions will be asked. The rate at which people expected us to work. We will expect even more from them because some see intimate no mabeje. Do we expect them to? We are not going to take any excuses. So Ghana for and Jam to say, yes, a COVID, a high COVID can home, ni economy ni call from. A how kabeto yasunti, ye de some taxes a buy. Na Ghana for bufui because of taxes I introduce here. Then we don't have excuse or be any excuse or baby, but to perform. One
question I have been asking myself is, it is not that you don't know how to do it. If it is about governance, if it is about policies and programs, the NPP are at good, if you like, best at it. How to win election, hold on to power. We missed it. Now we are hoping we come back. What about if the NDC gets it right, making it difficult for us to get back to power? What happens?
Around some Makase, yeah, to Ghana, you know, so many years, you know, pay. But to be honest with you, it's not always the case. We change government because the government is not performing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always the case.
Yeah.
And when the people feel for change, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because you see, Kwabena, the truth is that among for me, analysis almost say there was this generational gap be free SHS for no to tertiary for no. Or we are free SHS. Ebi akọ training college, akọ nursing training, or we are posting no. It's in the buofu. And no kahun enema. The question that I asked was that, what was the policy at NDC kaye sa owo sa gap no? I munti na ora omo sa bracket no. Anko to aba ma NPP. It was just yanto. Because there was no programmer. Mama Kaya, yes, say free SHS phone crown, no more no. Omu buofua, omu press our policy na program neso. And until no more the mama buy. It's not there. Tell me, the manifesto, whatever, youth manifesto, whatever. You should tell me, program and our policy. And almost a bracket, no. And until na man for Jesus or man to Obama. If they wanted an optional. Was there any program or policy there? So, Kwame, it can happen that NDC will get things right. But when people want change, when the people want change, they will call for change. And we are hoping, you know, Ghana fool. I was NDC Navy, and I said, I bet you anopa. Oh, Sir Ralph, let's say, yes, stress, and I'm saying, congratulations, my Ken, where we, hey, cement about 15 cities, in a better Yamias because me to be. But the mechanics of Moses cement did it, and cause a baby 30 cities. Instead, I'm not anymore. We are all okay. But Ghana for a better beyond. Also, na mitimi betanaze kwa na magaze uchi anye na ye ko school elections na obi be catch no say me be school prefect me try am SRC ye ni school authorities aka am ye twa examination kwa na uchi anye ya obenya 99%. But the next question is that,
well, your students ne pay no how can be.
Yes.
But that won't help.
But that's the issue. Will it help? And to come na transition koso.
And some they say market can be.
We are hoping say it will be smooth.
Only implement it.
Na half you know. Ya when implementation. Na
ba kwa me heard me a Premier League players na say betu omoka.
Yeah. Say credit was go for me boot no na shot. Congrats so more than the work agro na say we aka dia e dey ma me question ko fa me boot na say ko fa kwa no mbo say we say you go certificate face and say comment ye bompae say bibia be ko smooth na kwabansa na mde ma no besi no you see who say achebi kwabran casting we say it's never wrong say we a journalist obeka say media we support political party we, but you have to be fair in your assessment. You have to be objective everything. Into that time we na mesre say me nua no ma almost omo ye generational omo ye changes omo de regime changes ye to abawie ye sabi eniema fu a ekoso no enkomo nso enyusu omo network no
Kacheko kuma fese onyanze uhuna
infira no baga wakagara
mzamse obeda package ya DVD kwa America. What is the quantity? What volume or quantity can I transport?
Warriors. Edi kawra ye hwese bibia be course transition be course ye nua no ma sabi 7th by your constitution, the 7th we hand over power. So there's no need to rush into anything. But kwabana bibia also nsi kwan your constitution no.
Nana, so when did they realize all this? I know say he's referring to somebody kind of now. Nana, so when did they realize all this? Oye minia Pakufi or Be Nice Barbering Shop or KCC South Interest. Now consistently weekend in meko consistently meko and come yedi na oka barbering shop in a day. Especially when we move premiership, I could run 30-40.
Yeah.
Those you know so me NPP for Krano were arguing. Didn't come on ye didn't say adi amuye mekaipa e-levy any betting tax ne ebaye. Argument are no more yen. You move be quite to reduce your and giving reasons why it isn't Kabani taking that decision.
Dr. Fugo,
the only moment I may call while catch him and say I feel he's getting convinced about it a day after Educhum Coin interview with UTV.
Okay.
Or more entertainment show. And it is not like a name away a CA.
Oh,
Nayanim.
Kabra said we have in your time.
Answer after Saturday, no, my year a bit relaxed kakra. Because and same way and a car, unama bontia, Usha party for no mudi watem. Usha party for no more now. Now party for Bob Pazzi and Mabu. And so I'm trying to be very careful. Because no one Bazia Becca. The near pay the enemy. And the interim.
Oheneba, also me control say, and yes, a who can help. Who can have you are running commentary. So be power biti, be power won't. But party penina or can't decision making them. They don't know what can I.
So they okay, yeah, they can. They need to me see as a Sunday. Yes. But no more to me. Good. So corrected the wrongs
because they are part of the decision making. And decision making is okay here. They move decide no a bit negative to the development of your political party. Are we a leader? They are now kind. It will be in parliament. Emma nipa 80 parliament can say Minister of Finance or continue to our cha. A bit my replication is very huge. Emma ye party no governance BBM monetino. Sanity dia ye minister and free ho. 80 and the choir they made up their voice. Emma uni mo say 80 when they can say finance minister Nema Oyen enkoye. Good. The bend now is a party structure. So omo cabinet omo company for e be catch say there be betting tax. Mo implement here emwa etima mo implement what if you be ano apart from what we running coming through you better na see you and yakwa di ufo ne ekon what if you na say the pakro ntimi anka no who say nya no a coward then he not supposed to be a leader. What is so begina o can say leader be begina o can say me ko cabinet me say manso nkwanta manso dubia omo kwan omo complain na research am any say ya anya kwan na you are likely to lose that particular seat. What is so big can say one researchers ni bia ko baye obuasi east akohwe hawa wo ne yanso bo how na say ni be sintim dia ko cabinet say at all cost monko tackle sa problem no kakrama omo de rap mo kasa amanfo bi ho mo anko to aba no na ebiri na mfie mo ko was just after month 2-3 days 1 week to the time omo make you omo mind so omo to aba be dey more than 2 years ago. You're talking about haircut and phone. Those who that were 100% affected no or making months more than 2 years ago until for 1 week person who could check to 200 cities man so could change in again there be okay it to do decision a buy at damn a bank position on Cecilia what do you call it Dapa sika ne good muna o say I need the anya ne dia na se for no court on kanasem we kanasem NPP aban kra na NPP na impenifo no this making make dey ase no beka fa ho e ma guy masses no e buto om yem dey statement no issue about it say ne mena nyina keka bom e ma apathy ni e high say sa na motie ye ho kire ye ha ye nya we gudam mo so mon kan hwe ma enu say ni say sa na tie dey hey yeah they did it say a child expire e more dangerous. Exactly, yen ko papa ne hokra yen san so mamo yada. It ayen apathy no the whole no number traka the whole was very big. Na me enne de how put at the doorstep of the leadership na omotena ho ye di nwane ma omonti ya mena nko. Papa ya tie musa manso nkwanta si bia me brother ye si ye ya ansa na otimenya vote benya 73.3% na ye da manso nkwanta fo asi bi say omunya sa confidence e wodi mo otiminya we kore ogun the deputy minister for agric wo ye kwan bebre na say within the shortest time because of cocoa rules wo ye kwan bebre to binya 50% na otiman so asantema mu ha na okonya 53 something%. What is it telling you? What you honor of obuasi nche ha say akurufom where predominantly yenkwan MPP for and a winning who through us what the hot now no more kwan in the market mo complain so general secretary oye chairman now what ho no went me who say how kitwa no when I see a cost of more no one kwa you now so your campaign now go TV no one for a bit more win here now you are not a good leader what you want now I'm telling the truth
so about the party a gab now a top party and a government in terms because you see ye buying no do the party na they are buying ye buying no do certain decisions certain actions and inactions no was a party no egbem
when they represent you
that party leadership the chairman is there the secretary is there
so you tell them straight away
so if you allow them to take those decisions regardless of what the party
chairman is not saying the cabinet meeting
what the party people are saying how many times
maybe a cabinet retreat there maybe I think chairman secretaries and I think be a MPs and reps akahwako
so just want to mention names but to be honest with you Yahoo chairman for be paying
names in there
Yahoo secretaries for be paying
me makasa
we saw the actions
our position that we shouldn't be doing the blame game no wholly I will not take it
we have kept quiet
because we will get to a point of time we will mention names
affect USA
you go one body here e be do say ya candidate for party for no be say akoto aba masa ya come asem ya
kwabena etikanu kre you levy and now the betting tax and the emission tax and the toll booth
they no get meska
then the meska and which of them makes sense let's say you no big than the power or say in the metram and we sit here see yes I be analyzing yes I be analyzing about you betena hakai
short time papa we ba has your friend say Iras and Subeye minister for rules within the shortest possible time not the face of Ashanti region rules ni na take shape why na tena ho ma ne tena ho bedu sa time wan sa no omu say the papa no ogu party no
na Post-mortem yeah. Is it Papa Muhammad your own fan? No, no, Munumai. By a part in the room, you bear a part in the Modra. There was a cow party and can you hear? Then Yanko candies for us a Monday and go catching her.
Many researcher, but there's research credit, and then you ask questions. You be a cabia and by a womb. Ubia kabia ewom say defeat ba ubia kabia but when was over kaya from 2011 2021 about 2022 me no enim normal yeah onim on countless occasion the number of nsama your friend is saying complaints are about regarding nsama maka about
like you're hiding
about the finance minister
told Albert na no be asking him what's I'm not better hope you
me onim
ani
onim then now oh doctor me che Dr. Fukumu kakana you see we all knew that no single party official non commitment as president adjun so here adjun say no person me no no be no one obey.
Yeah,
we all know it. We should not be doing things like we all know me on countless occasion minya party for obi ana o ministers or my deputy ministers be o manya cabinet evidence akọ say if the president is talking, everybody within the it is only the general secretary. One time they told him that hey, you small boy, you have to shut up. And yes, I don't want us to be going to blame games and name callers and blame games and name callers, because as somebody say, everybody obia kako baby a favor no. Obia kako baby a favor no. As somebody say, obia kako baby a favor no. I don't just want to go because factors are make a biano. Now bizarre questions. When you look at it once again, some of the constituencies are loosey, very safe. You loosey. Now to now will bizarre questions about the same. A year day. So if we are talking about the decisions, some of the decisions did not take today. Some of the decisions were way back of 2020. Before 2020. And they say blame national executive. Currently the national executive 2020 no more honum. 2020 no more honum. So this defeat decision, this defeat na yehuno. Say you win in 2020.
At least we got a signal.
Yes. Obi between over 1.2 million your friends and vote. Now when I call another election. Now could do stage up. Na ayede na electoral over 600,000, right? Ralph, electoral over 600,000.
Yeah.
So we saw it coming. So if it's about cases is Oheneba. The last election, 2020 election, I call it. In some young country, where people not blaming the regional chairman say, "Ana or marriage or so ma, ana watena so, ana YC." Andy ne your friends say Andy ne regional chairman and some men can form. Currently as we speak election year ekoi obi betima jena baby no abomudi jena man for claim and also omo allergy so omo hoge in 2020 this election ye de ma omo na say am fa mom. I still want us to believe that we have to find a problem. We have to find a solution. Nkwada one more opportunity so munye national service. Omi will come by national service our office. Test for young guys are. Na election day. Oba national service our office no. Onim the kind of opportunity normal we man. Na election day no aka so chat so go gudi someone send in the car asa na about to. So dear Nayanye.
Hey, wait, sorry.
Me back Mama Razak ni. Oh yeah, I'll get back to you.
He is permitted to ask the question.
No trust.
The day na yanya Oheneba. I'm telling you, me day na yanya. Because say starting even blame games are. Say every constituency be in Misika ko. And I yes anache.
Any me ko ho.
No me ko ho. 4 days before the election, so 3 days before election, every constituency be in the ko ho.
4 days they make much change there.
No.
Just that 4 days.
No, Ralph, allow him. Oda Manuni.
Well, like it will not change anything. If we agree, say, I'm on forces on my dream 2 years back. But 4 days activity cannot change anything.
All those things is part of the problems now. That is why I don't want to put may issue an issue of blame, any blame. Because all the factors to know.
Blame Nadia. I agree with you, but blame Nadia. I was saying because that person should be blamed.
Then it is the president.
Of course, if you think that he's the sole person to take the responsibility.
It is the president. Because you see, it is the president.
It's not wrong.
Because we have to do reflections.
Because but the other men know we are again. The free band say, "You were members of parliament 137, independent become 138. Emu 80 I say 88. Essay, Papa Mampeni, a nipa way, said a guy of Wosi Bonidi, say no cre, say no cre, say Ogusu at Nawa,
MY.
They got a perception a buffet guy of woman, MY, ho. Mampeni say, there be. It is a national chairman who say a general secretary, say national organizer, or no qua, but me a Canadian as a Sam Penny agony. On that score, I agree with you.
Oheneba. Only quote to us Canadian as an agony. Also on Tiasie. And we a share that.
So you permitted me to bring Dr. Foucault.
Oh yeah,
was I pigeon and said
so Enipa 80 every parliament. Can say Monpewi. What was the party general party now? What was the position on that?
Doc,
maybe party ni issue statement say ampa yes who say sa we otena ho party na party statement ni party statement is different from parliamentarian statement.
Doc, maybe so that asking that okay
party
the party no
issue statement
say you didn't come. Then the issue statement, we support the 80 members of parliament.
Number two, about you're talking about national service for national service for Krana, Yafa Omono, or Tihaya, or so Hieska. 2 months, national service for Ubeko election, often you to 2 months, you Tiomka. National service, almost by Musi on Kofubi Napko for move verify or taking chini stored data, a verification. Are you going to blame that one on who?
Doc.
You know. So when you are going to elections, you are targeting the youth. But anything that you are doing, anti-youth.
Yeah, a bit provoke youth.
Yes, anti-youth. Then where were you going? So where were the leadership? This is not taking. Where were they? When the mark when say. The
party should have stood on its feet against some major decision the government.
I don't think I want to say end this vote because national chairman say maybe parliament. This is what I say.
That's it.
What you so when you have very weak leadership, who cannot
appreciate it? Are you forgetting that the current general secretary was the only party official who came out to tell the president that he should do reshuffling?
Or the real?
Are you forgetting? Is it not public?
They press on the president to reshuffle.
He is the only party official too. Who did that? But you see, Doc, I'm sorry. I'm surprised we are doing this to ourselves. I'm surprised we are doing this to ourselves. When the general secretary said it publicly that do a reshuffle, and the president said, I will not do it. Doc, we've all do this. And also no general secretary until them no issue your friend is saying by force reshuffle.
And I want to believe maybe that was the position of the national chairman too.
You see, so when the president said I will not do it or I will not do it, he will not do it. Doc, and once again, you were saying 88 parliamentarians came out to say that we don't want the finance minister. The president said that I'll keep him. And
yen na politics ya check say be mun de mun yin say na dada but they make am say there's no political party or whatever the political party will disown the government and the political party will not be making statements to be disowning their own government. They won't do that. It's suicidal. And is there any history that we can trace?
Yes. Especially when the MPs look about.
There's a history.
I'm
one of those who were associated with the behavior of the MPs, but I was disagreeing with the forum.
But that's a history.
I was disagreeing with the forum.
I'll come back to you.
I was disagreeing with the forum that yes, MPs no mu yadwene, but be a gina ho na omo cast asem no. An engagement on the government. When you don't do that, but and once again, you cannot. The president in Kasa Mintiasia, it is on public record. Knowledge. The general secretary were granting interviews upon interviews, telling the president that we need a reshuffle. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So we should not make it as if like that national leadership no without saying anything. Me, I still stand by it. We can judge when there are issues, but I will not be in support that whenever there is a president or the government, the party should be fighting him.
Not fighting per se, but at least you should also make it known.
Doc, I'm sorry.
I think it is also right that the party leadership make it known to the party people that this was our position. And I'm giving decision A, B, C, D.
I'm giving you your friend is saying, man can't say the general secretary make it pen. And I also they are telling the president to make reshuffle. And I can't say.
Yeah.
So when you do that, the general secretary is it not the position of the party? Did the president do it? Did he? So after that, what steps again? The general secretary should issue a letter and disown the president, or should do what?
Okay.
Ralph,
coming.
And again, when the 88 ministers, MPs, some of them no ministers. Yes, sir. Some of them were ministers. They were telling the president that when your friend is saying finance minister and free home, the president said no. The president said that your man no IMF for any day any negotiations in NPP. And so now I take a decision.
But the same MPs also came back to tell us, President reasons for the moment, a task.
So, them, Omukra MPs in Sebu, you do music and national party for, including Omudi Bitua General Secretary National Chairman. They make a request to the president. The president say no.
Okay.
So they should come out. The national chairman should come out.
We are still doing post-election conversation here, and I contribute to. Near am I about to be Beswa, you and they, and now crash, you know. So, Ralph, my too.
Dear Razak, you see, if you were more, if either indoor or whatever, it went on. But I'm not a kind DC for Nipami and Seviane from Tre Wise Men.
Yeah.
When they advised former President Mahama, indoor went here. They came out.
And number one Timberkind.
Yes. Meme ka Gaba a better the party that brought the government and the governance.
And you na walk.
Effect. And no effect.
Party peniphobe even political pundits.
President
making it clear say there seems to be a gap. And no crown should say when we're going for our last national elections, some of the candidates were using that as their campaign to say Omoba, they will correct that. That is also a fact.
I'm not disputing say General Secretary and count. But okay, yeah, President ain't you know. It's affecting me. It's going forward, no sa gap now. About that party and you are buying them when we come to power. No. because yeah,
so
that's what I'm talking about.
It is and come on here, not that we are singling out somebody. No. Mama, Ralph time say over make it that oh yeah, I'll get back to you. Then I go back to Dr. Fuku and Razak could be anchored to me. I won't believe say is a Ralph microphone.
It's not very different from what Razak can say. Problem I encounter I been say party political party yen ye de aban ye wo aban but so nya wo aban ni wie na gap beda woni aban ni ntama
anye
ensusuaso no ebi na ato ye den it is a ye can reforms that in there. The party should have control over governance. That's it. Appointment me bra.
Say it is possible. It is
doable. Or a chairman was a mom parliament. And what
say yes, Massa?
He's the chairman of the party.
But
what happened?
He was not in government at that material moment.
Even not in government, he has been able to.
Ralph,
there are
differences.
He has been able to do that.
Ralph,
Mama, instance,
no,
when the three wise men.
Ralph, as we speak, whoever is to issue a communique after General Service, your parliamentarians, parliament, immaterial. They make what I say because a decision can be taken without their presence. But time now, all catch almost a moment parliament. You effect because of the number.
So at any point in time, at any point.
Oh, but they make what I say. So some of the time, sometimes Mr. Wu.
Then when the 88 said, say any finance minister, then at that material movement, they could have as a party, as a party, because the 88 was more than the rest.
In national, no. Then
we had 137
in national no
88 out of 137
one at a time.
In national
our viewers are interested in what we are discussing.
In national, Ralph. In national, I'm sorry. Maybe other people will be disappointed in me today. Oh no, say at the corner in national. Yeah, careful there. Yeah, people might end up saying that now we didn't have a listening press.
Oh, but say Obi Kasa, that person might not be far from right.
So meet Makasa.
No. If you want to be more diplomatic.
If on Ankoma Yedidia, because I Obi Kaiba went
so that is why sometimes I one of the people who disagree with you in 200%. And answer you know my position on you. But Tama me be able to know any everyday piano. He consistently telling me that the president is not listening.
But so what I would disagree because one example I made to my society is the change in leadership of our parliamentarians. I also know that it is a request the party leadership presented to the president, and I will tell you. I would disagree that you tell me the president is not a listening president.
We have informal means of
doing things.
But you see, there won't be record when it comes to the informal means.
Yes, there won't be record. Yes.
Yes, it's the game. Facts.
There are issues.
And he said, oh, many doctor go kind.
And the NHS say,
I wrote to doctor telling him my position. This is the evidence. What we say, they are not make us a razak bit my diplomatic. You see, policy, my definition of policy, are the actions and inactions. An action is a policy, an inaction is a policy.
Yeah.
So when you can say, your way, no one, yeah, it's a policy. But the thing is that one year, what is the effect? And then the other cool. The broader effect on us.
Okay.
Issues na ye can it's not about so be a listener and so be a listener. I don't want to believe say Uncle Cabinet the president can that is all.
No mati no masoreko.
I don't think so. So when they say president ye listener, it appears as some cabinet. Say them come cabinet and also better come on say this is what I'm doing. All what I'm saying is say you have party officials be a eka cabinet no. This be make you know what was their input or what were their input, because kwa alcohol nyina no idea the interest of the party no and paramount. Say master mona mo ha mo ye cabinet fo but this is where mo make we no per the ye one ye no ground no some ye abc dia e be affect the fortunes of the party. But how often out is anime be say obi akwaka say no bi anye, and then it happened that way there, then there's no need say party officials in the cabinet. Mama instances be say so road mo ba ye kwan kra na road minister ka say ye ko constructing road from here to here the contract say and e dey on be ka ho asem ho but asawte ho na Ashanti region baby amonfo fi say roads na krokra ma we are going to lose. And you don't hear anything at all about it. Last minute now, Abeka 1 month, then you see the work as that cost. President actually say anytime we be our people will see those to be a voting campaign rules, so they won't even take that one into consideration. They are saying about me account Sandeman who say you cannot blame the party executive and I say chairman and the secretary. Medical my instance say so your shepherd near the 6.5 million amounts almost 4 years back. Next year I'm never 4 point something. You say the leader no do Janima or no when you're listening to I don't know what they more one can you say when you're listening to minute. They need to be blamed. They can never run away from the blame. Yeah? So when you leader now you cloud kesia o kan some create say small boy we young boy trase now no so ultimate kasa ultimate nyewe wo but as soon as you better san nyema no na wo awoko no munye du enso Oheneba so ya akwara wo ti o say 7 brothers and Nyankopon bo na edukodi wo hene o man hene obabi a no matter what ye ne anyina ya de bonyina ye ba wo kasa say tie it is so boy secretary now ye chairman now you way now no the party no so cabinet no we vote kura say mu ye do more because now behwe nipa do so without party for no there won't be any cabinet. Without say am lose say after some last meeting where will there be any cabinet and I say will there be any this and that to who now carry most of the weight but wa wo no who weight mu a wo kan se mo bi antie. I know now how we do any aba party more decision be brew out take care to say now take a decision economically about party no na more party no by economically about baby what's a head cut one cut a month for sika ni we mu de obi enfa ho no ansem wa yeb de aba na party position amamu a there's a problem and that on the build the party no to me obi consult me say voting time ukoche bi kakra ma amanfo beto ba kama ka just scan mo fanya ade foforo and to say mu take key from by elections amoye na moye amanfo ye kakra amanfo beso by elections different from side elections we see na amanfo bo mu tripod da so they wanted to see some magic beer e be happy magic na amba ndisa hwan idea moye na sefo nyina bebre na ye waste bebre kura mfa ankompo no mako kan chiro be say ongoto aba ade ntina beto aba na untimi account for nipa over 2 million almost 2.1 million unhu wo mo devoid of current year somebody register kan ho kapati we say NPP baby onya the vote free pass the youth party almost 1.7 new voters in the other kan. Then you don't see them existing one crore no you don't see 2 something million. There is a problem. There's a fundamental problem. There is nobody should say NDC represent better alternative. Omo anke bibia. Omo to mo make makase about 80% no policy binti. Because you speak now 24-hour economy one obi enum say hoax nya no kore. People omo to NDC they are not expecting anything different from them. Say no see cocoa price. I don't know 3,100 they say 6,000. you won't hear Obias and your Fanko 6,000. People are not going to demand so much from them because they know they can't do. But the alternative no so that they're not better now. Or who said the Omokas Omopeno, Monfi. So one better need assessment. Ubaye Nimenina, but need assessment and be wrong. Ubani so here at Adena de Ako school. We hear dress or the school. Uben no aduane nyina ha ejo love you be amane di o hear no hu no akra will not be happy. And that is what happened in Ashanti region. Ubi ti kro from jom ase. Enye omom ko jom of an ekoto aba by monumental. Kro from jom si ho, omo so mpese omo kotena koton niam kakra. Usi ye besi ene wo hwan ho brofa kese nko ana company wo mo no gise ye we atena ka mi atena ha ama kro from jom dem se ka mo manko fo nkotena mu kra entena mu sa akra ya totum abedu samre. Is it phase 2 kajete phase 2 market. Phase 2 market ne siase. So to change na yen phase 1 phase 2 phase 3 when me pacha me ba en nka man for half kra mu anka de say motimi aye we say nyina wanye mo mutu abanfo say ye here agenda 111 hospitals 111 also on for one season within one NC a dying makumaku 111 enwie. Are you sure it was a good advice? Party chairman and secretary most more na take on it saying I don't think agenda 1 chemu 1 2 3 phase 1 phase 2 phase 3 say chance time we say no ka wo ye makumaku 15 ka botime wi aton say free one. Yeah, to ba na rush commission 1 commission 2 I don't want chichemu who party ni na who cabinet mu na the interest of the party na you settlement issue on say resettlement be na here no hu say 111 no untimi je ni nyina anwie no untimi ayeri nyina wi ade negative effect on the voter turnout no be this it is sanity there me suggest am say ampire 111 the base ba mo miensi 10 amuensi 20 at a go you see 20 we are the following days you see another 20 and children for Ghana for say empire or purpose you be 111 but as you speak now the resources say one you bet me see 30 near we are near also the see the because example was there example now say you mama can so 200 G blocks was simu 30 something per a man negative effect also be the same to say yes 111 unkwa na oti ase wo betena ase a penu oda no unkwa no betena otimi chire mu ye menu meru kwa ne enti ase. What was the party position on those things? So the party executive now say they can never run away from sad defeat with a party in here. They should just chest no minute do no then they should come and no apology. They should come out to the better alternative next time. And then that one a party they can never run away from it. They can never run away. Because decision be bria abani take here. Say ko mo su kasa bi mbi. Wo kan no enti abeka kire obi.
Oheneba, what I do is any meeting be akoso or cabinet bi ano. De yen yatima tepa no ehun say yatip amana bebre no less than 10%. Meeting be akoso or cabinet bi ano. And look like 10% no. It's because of war or Oheneba war association with Obi. NAB Obenya.
Another was association with Obi.
Oh, in particular, with
another one so what to be.
Maybe association there. That is where my association is. They make what I say because of oath of secrecy near so and then if we sit here and assume that the party leadership were just dormant on all issues.
That one I would disagree with anyone who take that position.
Who said they
are just dormant. They were not having.
No. That's a harsh word.
No, that's no. But that's where you want to go. Like,
no.
I don't think that is a good position.
So he said they were not having position.
But
no.
He thinks they've done something, but they should have done more than what.
And I'm giving.
Being dormant there. I don't think that is a word from him.
National executive yes so no more time giving president honum the general secretary was emphasizing on reshuffling. I think they have done enough and I think they have done things that
of course and they said and baby
yes they have done things they have say yeah
emu 10% na whatever bonte.
Manson continuity. Inti no anko to oba.
But it is not necessarily say ensem bia e.
Me say manson continuity so dey o can because enye ni nyina na o ka say wan je anko to oba you have to share with them.
Means no monti biase. You find better ways to let them know.
But that is why there was an MP, a parliamentary candidate there, who should understand, explain to them better.
Of course.
Yes. So you cannot say that say because the party chose your friends, parliamentary candidates to represent the party at the various levels. A typical example, your friends say, Ralph Muhono. When the entire community protested against the former MP, right? And I sir, Omodene by last 2020 election, independent candidate one cross 20,000 votes. This time around, when they change him, independent ultimately close to 20,000 votes. So police normally be it's also behind on yang.
That was the party people's decision. That this time around
we will change.
We will change.
So the border party decision could have also influenced
some decisions from the presidency and as a government.
So unfortunately, no Oheneba.
And it did not happen.
The last time, and I'm say, the umbachima kama ya ba bonten any be 5% in adede. Omo kan yati. Omo kan no. The decision did not change. They can't force it. Yes. So and
I think that we are all on one page.
Yes.
That Omokai Obianti Nisusan Sonaba tomorrow a kwebe ni emfaso kano ye kana Obianti to avoid this Susansono after yaka Obianti yenye day. I think that's uncommon me and say ye di pana nyina ye di ana
je le keso Omokai ni nyina.
Oh dog easy. We cannot reach.
The neighbors are just Oman
Adia unim no na hwe so gina so yi a me can some show so gina so yi e ma points here clear to the bia people will take yours seriously.
The fact that
and yes I want you my can some decision making so to make your presentation very well. Wo de no one fakura na impact o timi ho bibi kakra wo de nbi kakra wo say you to say so open say party executive but wo and as a party chairman as a party secretary or cabinet as original say agenda 111 a very good idea but you heard previously near here your coffers mu name o scale woman as for na enya de betimi esi ni nyina wie within 4 years no etino for the sake of the party. Say I'm more for a better CE panel. Yen see 30 where this particular we see. Then the following time you see the aka. This is the party position. And I'm a quite party for an agreement. Namin from Randes. Next time my baby show cabinet near found you hundi you bit maya. Are you sure say Omunti Kukrana?
Doc, are you aware that who raised the issue of agenda? I just want to take it one over.
That's
the current leadership in Impo. They were not in position to
the gap between the party and the government as I remember very well. Time manifesto committees. Na yetete omo be manage the campaign no ana me who say the letterhead that was used to communicate to was on Dr. Baumia's campaign team letterhead.
I don't want to go there.
And then Dr. Baumia's campaign spokesperson, communication director for Dr. Baumia's campaign team. And Rebecca has said I am not happy the way everything is being personalized around Dr. Baumia. It should have been NPP campaign team 2024. Send me WhatsApp. And course I mean as I record do be na me boache wa. Ateni ankofo di me because they feel that obu nipa na akonya de e na makoka ho asem.
And yeah inti
your party for no on the same na be jai se be sa nkwase asem na ensoso so hu ne ensoso mpanifo bi a omu na to bibi kakra ma bibi kakra di no. Sankomo ye be die
yem sambre back.
It is a yen na to me say we should be bold and that someone call a spade.
No, what you pity.
Say don't call a spade. to correct the wrongs ni akoso. And yes, when we get there again, people look at their interests and then people who satisfy them and massage the issues.
It's the structure.
So we have to.
It is a structure. It is a structure. The structure where we see that the Okofa by and Amami the structure and say the moment we choose a leader, the candidate is become the leader. And Anyesa, in Tubu say the action scene now or because he is the leader, this is the action that he want to take.
So you bypass the structures.
Well, no, and I make a choice. No, that is the structure. I may make a choice. No, Mammy, come and say, oh, Mrs. Tobo,
where they are prelims, so they say after Mampeni Domahama so in a way. Now you say they say that. Yenia bemo ya befi no oh you come on
me use or no constituency at the example I'm very comfortable no I'm very me very comfortable me use the constituency me very safe me Oheneba doc munchi se candidate ni ba party ni say enam se nipa no dey call election nti bibia enye den ye concentrate on so mo ana anya sa na ji enti na wo ka your friends letter ye say ni na say ya Dr. Fugo se ba menka de ba to ba menka last one na say ya ye ka so obunji no monkoye asesi no monfanye your friends election no ono ni die ni peace eyeye he involved them, he do a fairly distribution of say that also no man den echo any other ana anya sa people do and then I say what I catch me so nipa kwa enam so dey catch
oh some dogs
okay friend say dayem
uhumi what
dayem sa consistency you lose sa consistency no
the chawa the coin
you look in again consistency back be
and some of we will manage the blame gaming
but the blame game but what
needs to be talked about in public we will explicitly do so those not we have to cut and then you be jama party ben for the hun komo kokom no you be jama nebom so mudi hun komo kokom na de e be se hunu ya hunu dia and
so much
because me try na say ma hunu kofu bi wo social media mo be twa bibi kakra ne ade mo de monki camera obi be peja ni sawo chema Wontumi so za ori na yes and then we all come out and spill the beans
I say obuto mo bo ase let's manage this thing.
Your people want to take advantage of what has happened. Not the end of the cancer.
Rap said, of course, as I make a man body.
It's towards the betterment of the party.
Oh, of course.
National conference here now they were proposals for
Afenyo Markins committee
amendments.
We did not even consider it.
Afenyo Markins committee.
We did not consider any of them. So Bekaya.
Time.
You know say time. In the committee.
Ntunya makro.
Ye yakoya elections. Ni leadership aba. Say committee no. Omba no mbegu no. So omba na wo ho. Say ye day on that reform sir. I was saying here committee no sa committee no kra de sanka ya hwe mu nyina de twom kuto because those reforms they be buyer and they implement ya it would have saved the situation a bit.